Hey, welcome back to your D122, an extra little addendum here. I may be making more videos, but I forgot to mention this in the first 3 videos. If you have a color photo that you want to make black and white to colorize, you may not, but you might think, well, why colorize a color photo? But let's say I'm going to use this. Now, this is kind of on the small side. It's 512. But anyway, I'm gonna copy this. I'll copy this image. And I'll go back to Photo P, and I'll make a new project, and I'll make it inches. And remember, just as review, it's 5 inches wide, it's 7.25 high, and then it's 72. You're going to make it 216. Okay, but it's going to be really tiny. My image will be really tiny. So if you have a small image, it's going to look tiny. So, but that's where you're going to create it, and you could call it whatever, baseball guy. So I'm just going to do this just for now. Now, I copied that image. I'm going to paste it. Actually, that didn't come out bad. I thought it would be tiny. But anyway, I'm going to throw this in here. And actually, I don't have to hold shift. Remember, to scale in Photo P, you don't have to hold shift, which is odd because I want to hold shift. And I'll bring that in here. Now, let's say you want to colorize it, but it's already in color. What do? Anybody know? Raise your hand if you know. What you want to do is you want to go to Image, Adjustments, and probably the best way to go is black and white, because black and white will keep it RGB. You don't want to change it to a grayscale image. You want to just go to black and white. Or you could go to desaturate, but black and white gives you some options. If you go to black and white, you have some options because sometimes the reds might get too dark and you can kind of lighten them up a little bit, like skin tones and things like that. When you make people black and white, sometimes they get too dark. So you could lighten up their skin tones a little bit. I don't know if there's any greens. Lighten up the greens a little bit. I'd have to look at the image a little better, but you could certainly adjust the image here, and you can adjust your black and white image before you even start. That's the conversion from color to black and white. And then you could certainly then go to image adjustments and go to levels or whatever you have to do. If you want to go to levels, brighten this up a little bit more because there's not a lot of bright highlights. There's a couple here. And then you could work on it here. So now you can colorize this the way you normally would. You can make your color layers over top of it. So I just wanted to point this out in an extra little video here in case you found an image like people did in the past, because people had worked on images that were, I think they were color. You know, this one was color. They made it black and white just like I did now, and then colorized it. And you could certainly change things about it. You can certainly do other image adjustments if you need to. If you need to clone anything out, anything like that. If you want to clone out that guy there and just leave grass in the background, whatever you need to do, you know, that's fine. The more work you do on it, the better. The more exercise. So don't worry about the time frame, because I want these to be nice projects for you. So don't be rushing around looking at my Warren saying, oh, it's due 11:55 on Tuesday. Don't worry about that. Just get this done. Make it a nice project. You want to take your time, make it a nice project. So if you want to take your time and clone out that guy, take your time and clone out that guy, or if you have to do anything else with it. So if you need to add any layer mask or anything, I'll try to incorporate that in other videos I do with the baseball one that I had started already. Since we're colorizing, I want to mention if you want to make it black and white first, that's what you could do. So again, that was image adjustments, and it's either desaturate, or I like black and white because you have some adjustments you can make before it does the final conversion. Desaturate will just kind of make it black and white and you get what you get, but black and white you get some options. So just want to point that out, and good luck on this project.